Welcome to the Voice Podcast, the podcast for students, by the Student Association of St. Lawrence College. I'm your host, Sean, and today we have two wonderful guests in the name of Sierra and Faith, who are representing our beautiful city, lovely downtown Kingston, and also we'll be talking about everything Kingston related to food, entertainment, activities, art, wellness. So they are the expert who knows the city of Kingston to the bits. Is that right? And they are also wonderful alumni of advertising, marketing, communications program from SLC. So we are proud to have them, and they did wonderful achievement throughout their career, such as setting up businesses at 27 years old, or also like I read that.
Me?
Who did that?
I did.
You did that.
I was like, where did you find this information? Did I tell you this?
Yeah. So wonderful achievement. Also going to content creation, content production for you, Sierra. Wow, wonderful. It's things which we aspire to do as marketing students. So how does it feel to be back at SLC, but also on the Voice Podcast?
Oh, it feels so great. I love SLC so much. It feels just like coming home, and I'm so honored to be on the Voice Podcast. Actually, when the Voice Podcast first started, the hosts were Danny and Reed, and they were actually part of my class. They were in my program. Yeah. We were in class together. They were great classmates of mine. So I'm actually so happy to be here. It feels very like full circle.
That's a wonderful moment, like meeting with people who were with the OGs of season 1, and you can tell them like, hey, I was on the podcast now.
Yeah.
So yeah. How about you, Faith?
Very happy to be here.
Yay.
I haven't been at SLC in quite some time, since I graduated. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's nice to be back. Lots has changed. There's a pub now. Yes. There's a bunch of new stuff going on. So yeah, it's nice to be back here for sure.
Mm-hmm.
The pub is definitely a good place to go when you're a student and just in between classes. Yeah, relaxing a little bit, or after classes, I guess. Really love the karaoke nights. Love those. I love karaoke's.
I love karaoke.
Karaoke nights.
Actually, we're having one tonight, karaoke night.
I will be there.
8 p.m.
I will
be there as well.
Yeah.
And you might want to introduce me as well, Sean, as the voice of the room.
Yes. Oh my goodness. So this is a new addition. So to you students watching, we have a voice in this room.
Yes, the voice of the Innovation Hub. The voice of SLC. The voice of your inner voice.
The voice of SLC is me.
He's the voice inside your head.
Yes.
Like Randy Orton, the wrestler. I hear voices in my head.
Yes.
So karaoke night. We were talking about karaoke nights. When is it happening?
Tonight.
8 p.m.?
8 p.m.
I will be there. I will be there.
What is your karaoke go-to song?
Go-to.
Today I don't feel like doing anything.
Love it.
I just wanna lay in my bed. Don't feel like picking up my phone to leave a message at the
Yeah, she didn't ask you to sing the whole thing. She just asked for your go-to song.
Yeah, keep going.
Bruno Mars,
Yeah,
the
we love
lazy
it.
song. I love Bruno Mars. Huge fan of Bruno.
Yep.
I try to copy everything of him and make it better than him. So that's...
Whoa, statement.
No, Bruno is a legend. Love him. What are your go-to karaoke songs?
Oh, No Scrubs. TLC.
Oh,
for sure.
Good
Good one.
yes.
Good
I want
one.
no scrubs.
That is a good
No scrubs. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me.
How about you, Faith?
Well, I love a good old throwback of Taylor Swift, like maybe a little Hour song, right? Or I don't know if you know the song "Sunday Morning" by No Doubt.
Oh, I thought
Then?
the Maroon 5 thing. No,
Yep.
no,
That's
No,
also
no,
a
no,
great
no. Oh,
one.
yeah, I
That's
love
also
I only
great.
know the Maroon 5 version.
This is Gwen Stefani in her prime. Yeah, it's amazing. You should check it out if
I'll
you
check
haven't
it
yet.
out.
Sunday morning. How about you, Dan?
Oh, I'm into, like, recently, I've been, like, singing 2 songs.
Okay.
Like, the slow version of Take On Me the live version.
Yes.
Talking away.
Yes, it's so good.
Yeah, that one. And then I'm into this. I'm not that religious, but I recently found or like chanced upon Oceans.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oceans.
Yeah.
Like, is that a group or a song?
It's a hill song. It's the title is Ocean.
Oh, okay.
Or yeah, probably, but yeah, it's a cool nice melody, nice. It doesn't really like it doesn't really do like the in your face. There's faith and whatever. It's you will be like,
Healed.
yes, and you will feel the love from the universe because of the lyrics, the melody, and
I am the
I'm
universe,
Sure, yeah,
Dan.
I might mistake it for another song, but yeah, that's that one.
It's also hard to beat Sweet Caroline.
Oh,
Nothing gets
come
a
on,
room full
yes,
of people going. Like
and
Sweet
some old
Carolines.
like Backstreet Boy songs.
Yes.
Come
Yeah.
on.
I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why.
Actually don't like
ain't-
Okay. Anyways. Yeah.
Anyways,
Yes.
we are here talking about
Our music.
the music of Kingston. So let's start with that. So
Yeah.
tell us a bit about the music scene. As we were talking about, we just got into the groove of that.
Yeah.
Where are the best spots
Yeah.
for good music
Oh, so
and
many.
different ambience?
There's so many good places. The bars downtown Kingston, they just love the music scene so much. One place in particular that stands out to me is Musiki.
Yes.
Yes.
They are just one of the most beautiful locations in downtown Kingston and the best place to go for music. I think they have live music almost every night,
Yeah.
at least every weekend. They're open late all the time. And they have, like, no doubt, like, one of the most beautiful patios you will ever see. It's unfortunately, like, cold now, so I don't know if it's still open. But they have this beautiful back patio, lots of, like, tables, this huge tree in the middle, live music all the time. It's, like, the best place to be.
Nice. I'll
Yeah.
check it out.
Definitely. And then in the winter, they do like upstairs, right? That's where they do the live music mostly.
I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
they
And
do
it's so
it
cute there.
upstairs and lovely bar. It was the first ever pub I went in Kingston when I arrived here.
Cool.
So I was like, let me have a look on Google. Let me just search pubs and bars in Kingston. And I was like, music, this one stands out to me. What's its name? It's funky, it's intriguing, so I said I must visit there. Then I had a walk, and then I saw their cocktails menu. I really loved this. As a previous bartender, I loved tasting cocktails. There was this, how do you go, grapefruit greyhound kind of way. It's like, where they have like spices, grapefruit juice, and also like, oh my God. That was addictive. That night,
You
trust
make
me,
a great mojito.
among my first
Yeah.
pub night in Kingston, did that. Oh my God. But really, I agree with you, Sarah. Like on the patio, it's a must during summer. So if you're a student and during summer you want to have a cozy night with your friends, I recommend you go to Music on the patio. Book your table. It's wonderful. The acoustic nights, I think, were on Wednesdays this summer. So really love that.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's so lovely. And it's a very unassuming place because when you walk by, it looks incredibly small. It, like you look in it, it doesn't like seem very huge, but when you walk in and once you walk to the back, it just opens up into this whole new world. It's so amazing.
There's also the Merchant, Toucan.
Merchant, Toucan, Blue Martini.
Blue
Trio
Martini.
House.
Oh, I
There's a
love
new
Merchant.
place downtown called The Buckle. It's a country bar. They have
Yes.
lots of great places or lots of great
Interesting.
acts. I'm not a country gal myself, but I hear good things.
Oh yeah, and the food is there. It's also amazing.
Oh,
And like it is like a country bar. You step in and you're like,
you know,
wow.
You know another place is Caesar and Co.
Caesar and Co is also great. Like,
Yep.
I love a good Caesar, and they have live music there all the time, as well as like things like trivia nights
Yep.
and like wing nights. It's a great spot.
Yeah, lots of live music
Mhm.
downtown Kingston for sure.
Yes, and also we have events like Art After Dark
Yep.
and the
Like-
Homegrown Music Festival as
Yeah,
well.
Blues
So
Fest.
like in Blues Fest, which was last year.
Mhm.
Just so many great opportunities to check out live music downtown.
Mhm.
And what would you say was your most memorable pub night?
Oh gosh, you can go first. I think about it.
Are we talking about like actually memorable or like nights we can't remember?
We can do both. We can do
Yeah,
both.
we can
Let's
do
start
both.
with the most unforgettable, and then we will move on to those forgettable stuff.
Yeah. I've got one. I can go.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, you go.
So me and some friends went to the Screening Room, which is an incredible business downtown, for a Rocky Horror Picture Night. So we were all dressed up as the Rocky Horror Picture characters. The movie ended, and we went up to the Grizz for some drinking and some dancing right after, and it was such a fun night just because of, Rocky Horror. It's such a fun, amazing, campy movie. We're all dressed up, we're having a great time, and a lot of the people who had been at the movie with us, who were also dressed up, also went to some of the bars. So we kept just running into other people dressed up in Rocky Horror costumes all night, drinking, having a good time. Tons of fun.
I'm going to say maybe back in college for my best friend's birthday, we did a scavenger hunt downtown, which is always fun. DIY scavenger hunt. So, yeah, we just kind of ran around town and, tried to
I
get
know.
pictures with strangers with beards and whatnot. And, yeah, it was a great time. Yeah.
I telepathically can tell, like, how the scavenger hunt went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And we actually stuck to it too. Like we were pretty competitive about it. So yeah, we were hardcore.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
all the things on the list.
Yeah. Downtown is like a perfect place for a pub crawl because you can literally
Definitely.
start either at the bottom or the
Oh,
top of Princess Street
Yeah.
and just keep going, keep walking down. You'll find another bar on pretty much every block.
Yeah.
Absolutely love a bar crawl.
Yes.
That's one of my favorite things to do. And downtown Kingston is so well done for a pub crawl. It's just like I've traveled a lot, and like sometimes you just wander around so many streets to go to the club or to go to the pub or things like that. But with downtown Kingston, it's this straight Princess Street Road. You just go there. Sometimes you shift a bit on Brock, I guess.
Yeah, there's Brock.
Lots of
Queen
good
Street.
places on Brock.
To go to
Shout out Brock.
to go to Musicy.
Yeah, shout out.
Who's Brock?
I just
Broad
shouted
Street.
out because Fate did.
Oh,
I'm like, for support.
yeah.
For support.
Very nice of you, Dan.
Thank you.
You're the golden retriever of the podcast. I'm the ginger cat. So, anyways, I really love, like, not for my best pub would be, I have a personal emotional connection with all of them. Merchant Tap House had one of the most surprisingly wildest night there. Musicy, because it's the first one. I really have a soft spot, and I hope it comes back. Arcadia. I really wish it comes back because for my birthday went there. Oh my god, those creative shots they do, like the Venom, the Hulk smash, all those things, they get very tempting on a birthday night. And trust me, when you try to hit that punching bag, it becomes more and more difficult. So I really hope if anyone hears this, bring back Barcadia, please.
Yes,
Yeah.
please. Sierra and I were just talking about this on the way here. Actually.
Yeah, Barcadia is a
Yeah.
very special gem
Yeah.
downtown.
Yeah.
It's
Us.
like it's so rare to be able to enjoy a drink as well as go to a place where you can just enjoy all your favorite games from your
Yeah.
childhood. You'll have some of like the best fun at Barcadia for sure.
Always have the best fun. And also like pub drinks, which I really love. Well, one thing which I would love, a good wine bar. Do you know a good wine bar?
Yes,
Around?
I
I
know
love drinking wine.
Bar Mila
Mm-hmm.
and Tango Nuevo.
Mhm.
They have a wonderful wine list
Okay.
for sure. And if you want a good glass of wine as well, Olivier. It's a restaurant, but it has
I've
Yeah.
seen that place. I
and
want to go there. But I've
fantastic.
never been there, but I
The
heard
food
it's
is-
really, really nice there.
so delicious. Everything I've had from there is some of the best things I've ever eaten.
Casa is another one. It's right by
Yeah.
the market, so it's a great view. They also just did like $1 or $2 million renovation on the inside.
Wow. Wow.
So yeah, it's really, really beautiful in there.
Perfect. And now let's talk a bit about, we were talking about pubs and stuff. Things which are very close to my heart. Probably one of among my loves is food.
Yeah.
I really love food. So we are going to get very, very deep into this
Yes.
because
Yes.
one big thing which every Kingstonian remind me every time, oh, you know, Kingston has the most restaurant per capita.
Yes.
Truth or myth?
No, it's true.
I believe
True.
it is true.
It's true. We're
Yeah.
also the culinary capital of Canada.
Oh, I didn't know.
I didn't know that.
We are.
I
Yep.
didn't know that. Yep.
Yep.
Now I know. Yeah.
Thank you, Dan. I love a budget cut on the effects. That's very good.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Yes.
Yeah. So tell me about your favorite restaurants. Which are your go-to spots?
Oh, I have a huge love for the original Bubba's. I go there for lunch every single day, and that's not an exaggeration. She can tell you I go to
Yeah.
lunch every single day
Mm.
at Bubba's. It's the first place I went to eat when I moved to Kingston. When I moved to Kingston, everybody that I knew here told me to go to Bubba's, and it is just all the food there is amazing. It's the best poutine I've ever had. I love the pizza, chicken fingers, and the people are just the best. Like if you go there enough times, they will know your name.
Yeah.
They will know what you order most of the time, and it's really just like a perfect spot to go. It's like the prices are super affordable. It's open like all day, so you can go for your lunch, or you can go at 2 a.m. after you've been drinking
That's
for
the
5
best.
hours. And the people there will always just welcome you with a smile and delicious food, and it's just like the best place to be. I love it so much.
That's one of the
Nice.
drawbacks. I'm getting hungry now.
I'm
Like
hungry
Yes.
we
as
we're
well.
just hearing about because it just reminded me that poutine at 3 a.m. You know, like I was just like getting out on my adventures, and then I was like taking that poutine at 2 a.m. I don't know why I went home at 3 a.m. for some reason, but it still tasted good, very very good. It is different at 2 a.m. I would
Mhm.
say that poutine at original Bubba. Yeah.
Yes.
Poutine any time of day is great.
Oh,
Poutine for
anytime.
breakfast, poutine for a snack, or
Oh yeah.
Or
I had when I
lunch.
first started working at the BIA, I got a poutine literally every single day.
you're not Canadian if you don't, right?
No, of course not. It's like every time I go in there and I'm like, oh, I'll get the salad today. No, I'm gonna get the
No.
poutine today.
No. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I love Bubba's.
I love talking about food, so I will jump on this question.
Yeah.
I'm vegetarian, so any veggies out there, these are my favorite spots. My favorite spots are what are my favorite spots? I just
You
had them
told
in
me
my
about
head.
it, yeah.
And then I was like, wait,
Kaza.
Miss Bao.
Miss
Miss Bao.
Bao.
That's what I was
Yeah.
trying to think of. Yes, Miss Bao. It's amazing. They're open, I believe, Thursday to Sunday. It might be Wednesday to Sunday. It's a cocktail bar and food, and all the food is reasonably priced. Like it's a really nice spot. Their cocktails are incredible. But yeah, really, really great for vegetarian, vegan. My boyfriend's vegan and he can eat almost everything on the menu. There's like a few things that he can't eat, but yeah, so Miss Bao. Atomica is another really good one for vegetarian. And there's just so many. Like honestly, Caesar & Co has really good food too. Tommy's. That's the one that I was like, I know there's one in my head that's like a classic. So Tommy's was the first, like you were saying, with your first experience at Muziki. Mine was Tommy's.
There's a poutine at Tommy's which I really like. They put like crispy chicken. They put bacon. They put so many cheeses on it. I love
Yeah.
it. It destroyed my stomach that day. I was like, wow. I was so happy though. My dopamine went over the level. I was like, what is this food?
Wait.
It's-
Speaking of food, sorry,
Yeah.
Sean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, did I cut you?
No, it's all right.
Quick question, because we all love to drink, right? Where is your go-to hungover place, post-hangover place?
Tommy's.
Bubba's or Tommy's. Tommy's is great because you can get hungover there and then get food because they got some booze. It's perfect
Yeah.
place. Tommy's for like a boozy milkshake in the summer. Perfect. You can get a nice vanilla milkshake. Throw some like booze in there.
Yeah.
It's amazing. But Bubba's is one for sure.
For me, I'm a bit more unorthodox. I will go at Osmos and I will just ask for a chicken shawarma, extra garlic sauce, and mild spicy. You know, like it's very good. I just love that garlic sauce. I know it's crap, but like, anyways, I really love it.
No, it's
And
so
then I'll go to McDonald's, get some nuggets and some. What's that ice cream? That was like a year ago. I
Like a
haven't-
McFlurry?
Yeah, but McFlurry, the chocolate sundae.
Oh,
But chocolate
yeah,
sundae
yeah.
with it, that's what I would take. Yeah.
Oh.
But I haven't had a huge hangover night, especially since a year ago, I believe. I tamed down this year.
Oh,
Yeah.
good
That's
for you,
good.
Sean. Yep.
That's good.
Yeah. And in terms of food, like if you want a pub classic, I really think it's one of the most underrated in Kingston, it is the Iron Duke on Wellington.
Yes. Yes.
It's
Love the Iron Duke.
oh my god, the chicken crispy Sammy sandwich. I still like. Oh my god, this is so good. And as a huge lover of sweet potato fries, you don't pay extras for sweet potato fries. So this is why I go there. Yeah, I love a
Yes.
chicken burger, but the sweet potato fries, yes, please.
Yes.
And they do have homemade sauces also. For example, they have a habanero chili sauce, which they make. It's very good in itself. They have another one also. One day the server was so happy because I used to go there during summer every Sunday, and she would bring a selection of all the dipping sauces. And I was like, oh my God.
I'm a huge sauce person, so thank you for telling me that.
Oh.
I actually didn't know.
And they have a blackboard where they usually put meals. Like sometimes they want to do something fresh
Yeah.
to keep the card attractive, and it's at really good pricing and a fresh dessert every day. So they're really good. It was a great finding for me. I was like, let me try to go there because it's actually like in the history of a pub. It's an old building, very like 1910s, 20s kind of vibe. So I really love that energy, and it
Yes.
feels very Kingston.
It's
Yeah.
very, very Kingston.
Very. And the Iron Duke has probably some of the best chicken wings in
Yeah.
Kingston for sure.
Just
If you're ever looking for good chicken wings, definitely check out the Iron Duke. I would love to also mention, in terms of like pubs, the Kingston Brewing Company. They are an incredible spot. It's beautiful. You walk in and they have I can't even describe the decoration inside because it's so eclectic and so crazy and chaotic, but it's so beautiful. Like they have like hubcaps and license plates and posters and like beer bottles and things everywhere. And it's so beautiful. And the food there has never disappointed me. They don't have it on the menu right now, but they used to have a pulled pork jalapeno dip. I could have.
Jesus, that sounds so.
I tell you, I cried real tears when it got taken off the menu. It was
Stop it.
it was the most delicious
I
thing.
need to.
I could have eaten it with a spoon. It was so good. Hope they bring it back. But everything else there is also fantastic. Like I'm a big chicken fingers and fries person, and I get the chicken fingers there all the time with the Nashville seasoning. It's so good, it's so spicy, and it's just delicious. And I believe they are the oldest brewing pub in Ontario.
Wow.
I believe.
I think so.
so,
Yes,
yeah.
I did some research a bit. Yeah, back. Yeah.
Oldest brewing pub in Ontario.
Yes.
I need to go there.
Yes.
Also
we
great.
need to go there. Yep.
Also great is Something in the Water. Big
Yes.
fan.
Ah. Yep.
Daft is another good one. It's a little
Yes.
bit up from downtown core, but it's still really, really great. They do great trivia as well.
Def have some really good Latin nights also, which I really love. Some good reggaeton, some good, like, you want to dance something a bit like, Latin. I vibe a lot with Latin
Yes.
music, so I really love that.
Yeah.
They do play that also, so I really
And whenever we mention Daft, I have this image in my head that it's a piece of art. I'm into that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, the colors,
yeah, it's vibrant.
very vibrant. It's like
Yeah.
no unapologetic. This is us.
Absolutely.
Yes. Take it or leave it. Yeah.
See, that's the thing which I like with Daft. It's not another pub in Kingston, It's like really the little flamenco, the little art, greeny design and stuff. It's very blunt, in your face.
It's very
And-
industrial. It almost feels like you're in like Brooklyn or something. Like a really
Yep.
trendy,
Yeah.
like
So I really
Yeah.
love that. That's my wish list for Kingston. What I really would love is a good lounge. A bit like Buddha lounge, a bit like vibes.
Zen lounge.
Zen lounge, but also like it's like a bit rooftopy vibe, but also playing some good house music, some good like. things
I've
like-
actually been talking with my friends about this exact thing. Should we open one?
Let's go for it. You bring the capital, I bring the
Count me
vibes.
in. Yeah.
I bring the vibes.
There are, so my friends did like kind of
Yeah.
correct me on this because I was like, where do we go? Like I'm almost 30 now, and kind of like what you're saying with like a good dance vibe, but it's not like stages.
Yeah.
But Caesar and Co is really great because they do have like a couch, like lounge spot near the back. And then like Sierra was saying, Muziki in the summer is great because you get that like vibe, and then sometimes they actually have like a DJ out back.
So for me, like already existing spots, which I really love about Kingston, are coffee shops.
Yeah.
Loads and loads of coffee shops. And
Yep.
my favorite keeps always changing. And
Mhm.
right now, one of my favorite rituals is every Sunday afternoon, I go to Kingston Coffee House, which is facing the City Hall. And I just love going there every
Mhm.
Sunday afternoon and working on personal stuff, which I love working, getting creative, writing, whatever I want to write. Or yeah, so it's a cool place. The baristas know me, so it's pretty cool to have that personal touch. And also you see people who go there at the same time, sometimes every week.
Mhm.
And it's kind of cool, like, oh, hey, how is it going? Like, and it's just people that you meet every Sunday kind of vibes, but without like kind of engaging also to just work on your personal stuff. So really like that. And when I have intense assignments for some reason, I'm going to spend the whole day. It's going to be at Craves because I need food.
Crave. Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Craves coffee shop, like, and really good selection of gluten-free food, which I really like at Craves.
Mm-hmm.
Desserts as well, and the variety of the drinks also is pretty cool. And my third one, because I'm a French speaker, I love going to Sans Cafe because owners are French, and it's really cool for me to have that 10-15 moments of speaking French with my coffee. It gives me back again a Paris vibes, a Bordeaux vibe. So it really brings memories. So those are my three coffee shops, and the Americano at Sans Cafe is really tasty. And my favorite at Kingston Coffee House is, I always take a black coffee when I go there, but they have a very good hot chocolate or like a chocolate frappe. I really like that at Kingston Coffee House. That was during summer. And Craves, the chai latte at Craves is one of my faves. So that's for me in terms of coffee shops.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, the Kingston Coffee House is a great spot. I'm not a huge coffee drinker myself, but I love desserts. I love anything with chocolate. So
Yes.
I love their chocolate croissants. I get that all the time when I need something sweet. And I love Crave. Like you said before, Crave is such a perfect spot to sit with like my laptop or a book, eat something like super delicious, have a hot chocolate, and just like really enjoy the atmosphere. It's always buzzing, but it still feels incredibly relaxing, which is so interesting. Has that like loungy
Yeah,
kind of
that's
vibe.
a good way to put it. Yeah. There's a new cafe, Lay Low. Just opened on
Lay Low.
Sydenham and Princess. And yeah, I think they also do
Do brunch
drinks
as
and
well.
stuff. Yeah, so you can go
Cocktails.
there and get your drink on.
Mm-hmm.
Have a coffee and a cocktail at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to be there yet for
Me too, I
food or
haven't.
anything, but the interior is absolutely gorgeous. They just won, so we just had our annual general meeting, and we do something called the Core Awards, where we like give businesses and people who are part of our membership awards for like the things that they do, like sustainability, customer service, and Laylo Cafe won Revitalization Award
Yeah.
because they just did
Nice.
so much work to beautify that space. Like I looked at like some old photos of it, and like the transformation is just insane. You would never believe it's the same space.
Wasn't it a Menchie's a while back? Like, am I making that up?
I feel like for a time it used to be Agent 99 and Wit that were there, wasn't it? I could be wrong. Either way,
I don't
it's-
know. Yeah,
it's so
I
gorgeous.
swear to
in
God,
there.
it used to be a Menchie's, like a frozen yogurt place, like years
Maybe.
and years ago. It hasn't been there for a while, but yeah,
Cool.
other great coffee places. Coffee and Company.
Yes.
Yeah.
Balzac's is also.
That was
good.
yeah. I
Balzac's,
was
yeah.
about to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the color.
Yeah.
Most of the coffee there medium roast. I'm into dark roast, but
Mm,
still, I love the ambience. I like the thing.
Yeah, it's so nice.
yeah. At the Kingston Coffee House, you can get like just the most beautiful coffee art as well, like the
Mm.
latte art. With,
Oh,
like,
really?
A little cat face. My friend had.
Oh,
one of those,
yeah,
cat
yes,
kitty
yes,
face. I was
yes,
like,
yes,
oh my
yes.
God, that's so cute.
Cute, yes, yes.
Very Instagrammable
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
or
Cute coffee shop.
TikTokable, whatever.
Yes.
Kingston Coffee House is very Instagrammable. So many people just go there to have that
Yeah.
shot, that little table which is on your right when you're inside the cafe. So many people just crave that spot, take that sip of coffee, and take the perfect angle of having the city hall.
Then they leave.
I've seen so many
Got it,
people
gonna go.
just do that.
Yep.
So I'm like, but it's a cool memory. It's a perfect spot. Like, who doesn't love a good hot drink or a cold drink? You know, like, and such a good location.
The location, yeah. And then the view, right?
And I love the brick walls. Like what I love with downtown Kingston is really the European architecture is like very all like British, European vibes. So I really, I don't know, when I see brick walls, I'm like, yes,
Well,
this is my spot.
That Market Square, Springer Market Square, is the first market square in Canada. Because Kingston was actually the first capital city.
Capital. Yep.
So it's kind of cool when you look at Market Square and you can kind of like bring yourself back to like 100 years ago and just kind of picture like, all the stuff that went on there. Lots of movies are filmed there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a prime film
movies and
location.
TV shows, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Right. Too. Like.
And right now, if you want to go check out Springer Market Square, there's a giant Christmas tree down there in Santa's Village, and pretty soon we'll have
Fire pits as well.
fire pits every Friday coming up for
I think
Festive
they
Fridays.
started. They started last Friday as well.
Yep.
Yeah. So
And when it gets cold enough, anybody who's been in Kingston knows it gets turned into the ice skating rink.
Yes.
It is just like the most magical thing.
It
We're so
is.
very lucky to have it.
yeah, it's beautiful.
My elbows didn't like my first time trying that.
No.
Trust me.
You fell on your elbows?
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Elbows and neck. Boom.
Oh. How do you fall on your elbows and neck?
Yeah. So. So I went with my friend. I thought ice skating, like everything which I do, I'm like SpongeBob. So I do everything with so much enthusiasm. Okay, let's go and do that. So get there, and immediately as I put my tooth, no, this is not going to happen. And I'm like, what's happening? I cannot find my balance. Then I was like an old man, kind of like, no, not an old man, but just more like someone who doesn't have equilibrium, like a baby. I'm just like, I'm grabbing my friend and going. And at some point, my friend left me. And then, like, everything which I do, I get enthusiastic again. Like, now let's go and I skate. And just for a split moment, I was like, let me relax. Like, and then I went.
You can't relax.
No, you should always have your knees kind of a little bit. And I still don't know how to ice skate, if you want the end of the story. But
I know how to skate, but I still can't stop.
Yeah.
Stopping's the hard part.
And stopping is just when you fall,
Yeah.
basically.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
it's so nice. The Springer Market Square rink is so nice because it's so open, but there's not a lot of like guardrails. So you can't really
Yeah.
just grab on anything and stop.
Yeah.
it's hardcore. Like, if you're a beginner, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of
Yeah.
winter snow skating,
Sledding.
yeah, and
Yeah.
sliding and falling
Yeah.
and then hurting your neck, but for some,
It's just
for some
enough.
magical
It's
reason.
not
And
like.
yeah. I want to know, right? Because it changes the feels and then the experience.
Mm-hmm.
Winter season, your go-to place if you are, if you have the energy and the will to go out and spend time outside, go-to place because it changes everything.
Oh yeah.
I tried.
Like, are we talking food?
Yeah, anything, food, hangout place. If you are hanging out with anyone, or if you feel like going out, just a pick me upper.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
I know Olivier is it's a great place to get dinner during the winter time because once the ice skaters are all out, the tree is lit up. Olivier is incredibly lucky. They have this huge wall right facing the square, tons of windows. So if you get like a nice window seat, enjoy like a delicious warm bowl of pasta, a great glass of wine. You can just like watch the skaters in the lights of the trees, and you can see Santa's Village.
Yep.
It's just such a picturesque,
Aw.
beautiful place. It's the perfect date night.
Yeah.
Very, very tasty.
Yeah.
Love
Good
it.
call.
That
Good call.
pasta, surely
Oh,
it
it's
is.
so good.
Yeah.
So good. And they make it all. It's like their own made pasta.
Wow.
It's delicious.
I also like just next to it was one of my favorite spots during summer, Fresh Healthy Cafe.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I had during summer one of my goal was to run outside from SLC to downtown, doing the by the coast of the lake.
Mm-hmm.
So I just ran across the lake every time, and just having that view of the water every time I run. And after that, I say, that's my spot. I'm going to have my healthy sandwich there and my healthy smoothies, and everything is really fresh. When you see, like, they have that huge fridge where they just take the fresh ingredient out, and for
Yeah.
the price, they have good student pricing during weekends. I don't know if they still do it, but they were like super good student discounts during weekend, and plus you can get a membership and get points and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
that's
have a coconut crunch drink, which is so good. Oh my god, like it's plus
What
very
is the
nutritious.
crunch in the
Hmm?
coconut crunch drink?
I don't know.
I'm just curious.
I forgot. I just knew it was tasty.
It sounds delicious.
Sounds very good.
It's
I
everything.
love
It's
their fruit
chocolate.
smoothies.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Another great spot in the wintertime, especially the upcoming to the Christmas season,
Mhm.
is Amanda's House of Elegance. They are a home decor as well as like an accessory
Yeah.
store, and she pulls out every single stop when it comes to Christmas decorations. And you can buy Christmas decorations there, but even just to walk in and walk through the store, it is like a winter wonderland.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
probably one of the most gorgeous stores in the entire city of Kingston.
Yeah.
She puts so much work into it. Like, I would suggest anybody, if you're looking for like some decorations for your walls or a new purse or sunglasses or anything to like make your dorm room feel more homey, check out Amanda's House of Elegance.
Yeah.
The most beautiful store, especially in the Christmas season.
Yeah.
Any store's your favorite?
Which store is my favorite?
Yeah.
It's a tough question.
There's so many.
It's like picking a favorite child.
No, I'm not joking. That's exactly what it's like.
Yeah.
I love Travel Voices.
Yeah.
Yeah, Travel Voices is a really good one.
What is it about?
It's a bunch. It's like a spiritual. You would really like it, probably. Just
about the
hearing a few things that
conversations.
you mentioned
Yeah.
earlier. Yeah, they've got lots of like crystals and tarot cards and stuff like that. I literally was just doing some Christmas shopping the other day, and I went to Fancy That. It's a good spot. Really, really unique, like jackets and stuff, and just
Mhm.
clothes that you can't find like other places. You know, like uptown, more or less. What are like I'm blanking.
Yeah. I'd also love to shout out Midori.
Midori.
If
Oh,
you
yes.
are into
Yes.
Yeah.
any kind of like
Sorry.
anime or even just like adorable plushies,
It's
water
forever. Love 'em.
bottles,
Yeah.
stationery. They have lots of Japanese snacks as well. It is just like the
Yeah.
cutest store. I love it so much. I go in there all the time.
Mhm.
I used to have a pen. They have like this little fan pen.
Yeah.
So I used to
Ooh.
have that in the summertime when we would work events. I would just sit there with my fan pen and then
I
I would
love
just
that.
like write
Like an
notes with
actual
it.
fan on it.
Yes.
Oh my god, that's
Like a
amazing.
little motorized fan, yeah.
Oh,
They have so much there. Like you can get like a humidifier there. You can get backpacks there. Huge plushies. It's like the cutest store ever. They just got like a bigger location like a year or so ago.
Mhm.
So they have even more stock. They're incredibly nice people, like great staff.
Yeah.
I love it so much. It's like the cutest little store.
Minotaur.
Ever.
That's the one that I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
Minotaur is amazing.
Minotaur's
you can get so
incredible.
much stuff there, like cute games,
Plants,
stationery.
games.
Okay. Yeah, and so everything about Kingston is like very artistic also, like you mentioned earlier, like having so many musical bands coming through. But what about the art scene? I've heard like there's a lot of amazing artists
Yes.
and
Yeah.
also art centers and galleries in Kingston. I would love to know more, like some of those
Yeah.
spots.
We've got tons of art galleries in
Yeah.
Kingston. We have so many art galleries downtown that we have an event. It
Yeah.
happens twice a year. It's called Art After Dark.
Yeah.
And it's basically a celebration of all of those art galleries. It's a night for where we invite people in Kingston, even outside of Kingston, to come and check out all the galleries and see what they have to offer.
Mhm.
Lots of these places, even not even galleries, but like businesses that love art, they do
Yeah.
art shows. They do special like customer appreciation events around the arts. It's such an incredible night if you have any kind of interest in the visual arts or if you even just want to, have a great night on the town. There's so many galleries downtown. I don't even know if I could name them all. We have an incredible experience called Martello Alley.
Okay.
It's created by David Dossett, who's an artist in Kingston, and he basically turned this alleyway into like a faux French alley experience,
Wow.
art experience. It's so magical. You just walk
Have you
down this
been?
alley, you see all these artworks on the wall, and he has an art gallery inside, and the entire space, including like these apartments and the stairs, are all painted and specially designed. It's so gorgeous. It's like the most Instagrammable spot
Yeah.
probably downtown.
I think
Hands
I've seen it.
Yes.
He also does an art installation in the winter called Foie d'Art,
Yes.
and it's basically art on ice blocks
Yeah.
by local artists. So it's really, really cool.
Yep. And they're scattered all over
Yeah.
Kingston, so you have to like go find them all. They're very fun, and like it's great because it's like art but limited time. Like it's going to be there as long as the weather allows.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't
So
melt.
you really just, you want to go and you want to see them all, and you have this huge incentive to just like keep looking. He also did in the summertime called Jardin Art, where different patios and businesses received an art piece that they hung up. I think a lot of them are still hanging actually. That was a great experience. David Dossett's a huge innovator in the community when it comes to arts. Like, you won't find anybody more like dedicated probably.
Yeah.
There's also Studio 22, which is a fine art gallery on King Street, right above Kingston Coffee House actually. Yeah, they're a wonderful place to check out. They're always doing new showings. It's tough to go sometimes because they'll close to set up a new show, but it's a great spot as well. There's the Hoopla Press Gallery. It's kind of hidden because it's right where the screening room is, underneath. You don't totally see it from the outside, but they do essentially prints. They have an old-fashioned printing kind of like press that he makes prints with, and he has a gallery where all the prints are on the walls and you can buy them. And he does even during promenades, he does live T-shirt printing, which is so cool. I have
so
one.
cool.
It's like a horse on it. It's so cute.
I love that.
It's so much fun. He's a very talented and very cool guy.
Screening room's another one to shout out while we're talking about the arts, because people forget about film.
Oh yeah.
But film,
Yes.
screening room is
Screening
the
room.
best place to go see a movie. It's like affordable.
It's affordable.
There's so much
beautiful.
character in there. Like,
The
honestly,
concession stand is
yeah.
awesome. Real butter on the popcorn.
Real
They
butter.
don't charge extra for
None
it.
of that fake shit.
Yeah. You can get a membership that knocks $3 off of the regular ticket price. I have a membership and it pays for itself within like 3 movies. And like, I can't say, I'm so happy you brought up the screening room.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yes.
Well, you brought it
is-
up first, so I just like dragged on it.
It is like the screening room is by and far my favorite place in this whole city.
Yeah.
I've had some of the best nights of my life in that place. Rocky Horror, which I mentioned earlier. They do tons of classic indie movies, so stuff that's not going to be playing at the Cineplex
Yeah.
or at Landmark. You can find it at the screening room.
Yeah.
They've done so like they're doing Elf and Home Alone this
Yeah.
December. They're doing The Sound of Music. They do tons of like campy like indie films, like
Yeah.
cult classics. So like every year they do The Room, which is a hilarious experience. They do Rocky Horror every Halloween. They just did Nightmare Before Christmas. So like, but they also do like newer movies. So like they have Barbie right now, and like lots of movies that are playing at like film festivals and stuff. So like if you like movies or you love that experience, then you definitely want to check out the screening room. It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful old fashioned movie theater. It feels like you like go back in time when you're there.
I'm just going to quickly shout out Movies in the Square while we're talking about movies,
Yes.
because that's another
yes,
thing that downtown
yes,
Kingston
yes.
does, and it's amazing. It's such a cool experience. Watching a movie in Market Square. Picture this. It's amazing.
And always the classics, you know, like
Yeah, they
they're
always such a great lineup.
Yeah.
always
Honestly.
huge turnout. During my
Yeah.
first time, I was surprised. Like, wow,
Yeah.
that's a lot of people.
Yes.
Like,
Do you know when does it start, Sierra? Like in
it's
July?
June, I believe.
June? Yeah.
June is when it starts. Actually it might start in July next year. It might
Okay.
get pushed back a bit. But our event team, we're on the marketing team. But our event team, they work so hard. They put so much thought into picking out certain movies. And especially over the last like 2 summers, they've really elevated the experience to not just a movie, but an entire night. So like when we did Minions, Mio Gelato and Churn Small Batch Ice Cream, they did a specialty ice cream flavor just for that night that they brought, and they did samples of. And like we'll do games and visual setups and all that. So like it really like elevates that whole experience. Or when we did Ghostbusters, an actual like ghost busting like costume team came, all that. It's really like elevated the whole experience for sure.
that's really cool. It adds to the experience, you know,
Yeah.
not just coming to a movie, but also for the kids, you know, like
Yeah.
or even like you're with your group of friends, you see like I love Mio Gelato, so like I cannot say no every time. I'm like, okay, let's go.
Yes.
So, and they always come up with those fantastic flavors and just enjoying your movie.
Mhm.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.